Picture this. It's the year 2000. Butterfly ballots are flapping in Florida, and in a plot twist straight out of a political sitcom, George W. Bush takes the presidency. Enter stage right, a Texas cowboy with a penchant for mangled phrases, ready to leave a no-nonsense stamp on American policy, both domestic and foreign. But buckle up, dear reader, because this journey is a roller coaster through a minefield. Act 1. The uninvited guests known as 9/11. Bush had barely unpacked his boots in the Oval Office when planes decided to play a dangerous game of hide and seek with American landmarks. The 9/11 attacks hit the nation like a ton of bricks made of fear and confusion. Bush's response? A rousing call for unity wrapped in a tough-as-nails declaration of a war on terror. The dude practically invented the color-coded terror alert system, because nothing says national security like associating danger with your kid's Crayola set. But seriously, this was no laughing matter. Domestic policy shifted gears faster than you can say Patriot Act, a piece of legislation that became the NSA's best friend and your paranoid uncle's worst nightmare. Airport security became the stuff of dystopian novels, and suddenly, everyone was waving tiny American flags like they'd found them in cereal boxes. Act 2. The Sandbox Adventures. First stop, Afghanistan, 2001. The mission: take down the Taliban and hunt for Osama bin Laden. It's a bit like trying to find a needle in a haystack, only if the needle could shoot back. Then in 2003, the plot thickened. Enter Iraq, a nation Bush claimed was hoarding weapons of mass destruction like they were going out of style. Spoiler alert, there weren't any. But that didn't stop the U.S. from jumping in with both boots, leading to a protracted conflict that left the American public scratching their heads and checking the fine print on their government-issued promises. Act 3. Economics, the Home Improvement Edition. On the domestic front, Bush decided it was time to channel his inner Bob Vila with tax cuts galore. The idea? Stimulate the economy by giving people more of their money. It was kind of like tossing water balloons to put out a forest fire, fun but questionable in efficacy. When the housing market decided to throw a tantrum in 2008, the U.S. realized it was in a bit of a pickle. The Great Recession hit, and suddenly Bush's economic policies were scrutinized more closely than a Hollywood breakup. So, what's the verdict on the Bush era? For America, it meant a seismic shift in how the country viewed its security and privacy.